Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. Joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, good evening. Karl Anthony Towns is certainly the franchise player now for the Timberwolves. Cat said, you lead by action and you lead by words. I'm more of the action guy. When things get tough, I've got to be the guy that leads the charge. Kevin, he knows his role and he knows his place atop the Wolves franchise.
Knows it very well, DA. Thank you so much. Let's see the stat sheet here for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. They've got McDaniels. Beasley is out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then there's Towns, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4 spot. And for Memphis, Brooks at the 3 with Jackson at the 4. Ja Morant, he's out there with Anderson. And it's Jang in at the 5, roaming the paint. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No. No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6. And you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
Here's Russell. He can't get it to go. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots, but on that occasion, it was few and far between.
You know, they take 1 step forward, 2 steps back, and exercise in frustration.
And so it's Memphis with it after the basket by Minnesota. Out to the right wing. Towns wide open. Misses the 3. Grizzlies have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. The Grizzlies with another miss.
They are out of rhythm. 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Jackson's got the ball. A 3-pointer is right on target.
Gotta honor Morant's 3-ball. He's more than capable of torching you from there.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
That's a 2 from Towns. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Morant passes to Jang. Kicks it to Brooks. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
You can run these plays for Brooks. He's improving in the catch-and-shoot area.
Morant against Russell. Beasley outside. From outside the arc. And no good that time. Morant with some nice D. Jackson dishes to Brooks. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Russell no luck.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
You look back at that 2019 draft, Zion goes 1, Morant goes 2. And with everything we know about them now, could you imagine having to make that choice today?
That is a tough choice, GA. Or even crazier, could you imagine having both of them on your team? The reason why I say that, as amateurs, they played together in South Carolina. Little did they know at the time, they would be the future of this league.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one. To me, there's a fine line between being aggressive and just flat out forcing it. His inability to make shots right now is sinking the ship.
Timberwolves trail by 8. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. No good from Hernan Gomez. Memphis with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. And finished off by Morant.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. Been a lot of talk, Greg, about in-season tournaments in the NBA to spur fan interest. The proposal was tabled for a bit. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, cash prizes for the players and coaching staffs, that always seems like a good idea. I just wonder, Kevin, if they're going to be any cash prizes for the broadcasters. Because now I think they're on to something. We could get that, you know. But in all seriousness, we see that in soccer, right? And it seems to work well. And I think if it can spur some more interest from fans, then I'd be all for it.
Yeah, the fans love it watching soccer.
Here to check out the numbers for Brooks. How his last 10 games have gone. Averaging about 19 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
It's not the monster game that we see for him occasionally, but it's still incredibly impressive.
About time he got one to fall there. Before that, 6 straight misses to start this one.
Morant passes to Anderson. Jackson down low. Just 5 to shoot. Morant, and finished off by Anderson.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Now here's McDaniel. He had 13 points in the win against Phoenix.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Morant right side. Jacks up a 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Pass to Russell. Outside, Towns. And the rejection by Jang. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile 1 block?
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Towns finds Beasley. Here's Russell.
With long arms and great footwork, John Morant is a constant threat to your shot.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
It's his first trip to the line.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
First free throw is good.
The second overall pick back in the 2015 NBA draft. Russell having earned his first All-Star game appearance in 2019.
And so he makes both from the line.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Brooks outside. And he slams it one-handed.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
Russell, no good.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
With the teardrop and foul on the shot, he'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one is on Towns.
Just a real solid all-around player. Brooks that time drawing the foul.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And that one falls for Brooks.
And you know, this team, they're still learning how to use Dylan Brooks. He's a little bit of a tweener in terms of size and athleticism.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Edwards, he's checked in for McDaniels. And Culver's subbed in for Beasley. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And now that we have some time away from it, Steve, how strange and wild were the NBA playoffs in the bubble?
You know, Kevin, having players see each other in hallways while going to battle later that night was definitely different. Spending that much time together. We'll eventually look back and view it as one of the most interesting times in the NBA history.
And here's Morant after the three-pointer from Karl Anthony Towns. On the wing, Brooks. Hernangomez covering. Shot clock at 6. Brooks misses. Timberwolves trail by 9. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Russell, no good.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Towns down low. Guarded by Morant. It's rebounded by Memphis. Home court didn't seem to help any last time they met. Let's see if it makes a difference this time.
And their last time playing this club, foul trouble became a big problem for them. Their starters had to take an early stint on the bench.
And you know what? That's unfair to the bench to expect them to pick up all of the slack. They need to stay away from slapping and reaching.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question. Toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
Some changes for Memphis. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Jan. Hezonja comes in for Brooks. And Grayson Allen subbed in for Kyle Anderson. Minnesota also making some changes. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Hernangomez. And Layman subbed in for D'Angelo Russell.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm.
And Hezonja gets it to go.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Now, here's Culver. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And Zeller kicks to Edwards. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Allen against Edwards. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. We've got a moment now to go to a rookie watch and find out who among the NBA's freshman class have been the hottest shooters. The 4th spot held by Anthony Edwards.
And his confidence is going to keep growing if he continues shooting like he has over the past month.
Morant, right side. Off the left rim and out.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
And then Allen slams it in.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Now here's Edwards. His last outing with 20 points. Back to Towns. Drills the three-pointer. Towns has got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Minnesota.
He goes to the bounce pass there. Nice rhythm at the end of the play.
And the Timberwolves have made it clear Karl Anthony Towns is their franchise player. He's the guy they're building around.
The three from Morant. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Layman. He can't hit that time. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Memphis leading by 14. And we've heard Towns for years pronouncing his happiness with the Timberwolves. Last season, Greg, as the losses piled up, some rumors that he was getting frustrated.
Well, we've seen this pattern with the Timberwolves before, right? Kevin Garnett, Kevin Love, all-star big men who ended up leaving the Twin Cities to win titles.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Here's Clark, and it's Clark slamming it down.
With the ball in his hands, Ja draws so much defensive attention. Got his teammate a clean look.
Culver passes to Zeller. He kicks it to Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Now, here's Clark. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
It's good.
Back in the day, someone would have blocked him out, but times have changed.
And the Grizzlies leading by 15. Here's Jackson. It's deflected. There's 1:38 left to play here in the first. Here's Layman. Pizzonia defending. Layman kicks to Culver. Just 5 on the clock. Over Hezonja. And again, it's Minnesota. We've got 1:18 left in the first quarter. At the elbow, it's Jackson. Back to Morant. Allen outside. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 5 assists in the game.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
Now, here's Culver. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Now, here's Edwards. He's covered closely and stolen by Hezonja. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one's on Morant.
Yeah, and how about another trait for Culver? That elite body control, even through contact, special.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Some changes for Memphis. Patterson, he's checked in for Jackson. Justice Winslow comes in for Hezonja. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Morant. Free throw drops for Culver.
And Culver's game just screams potential. Already a good scorer, rebounder, and passer. Now the next step, improving that outside shot.
Allen's shot is off. Timberwolves trail by 15. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Here is the open 3 to cap the break. Edwards got 5 now. Outside, Jones. To the inside. Here's Patterson. And it's Patterson finishing it off.
The activity level from Patterson is what makes him such an impact on the floor.
And so it's Memphis with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Their transition game has been in full effect. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And recently, D'Angelo Russell, Greg, told us about some offseason work he put in. Greg doing what he can do to reach that immense potential.
You know, the talent is there. There's never been a question about that, but you also have to be reliable and accountable, both to yourself and to your team. Sounds like that's becoming his focus.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And looking at what we've seen, Grizzlies pretty much in control here.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They just been the better team so far.
Clark is out there with Patrick Patterson. Then there's Allen. And it's Justice Winslow, and it's Jones in at the 1 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And that one falls for Zeller. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers, McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Now, John Morant says in an era of 5-star recruits, he was a no-star recruit coming out of high school. And that put that big chip on his shoulder. Now he has beneath no one tattooed on his arm. He says, my dad always told me that I was trained to go. Basically, that I'm built for the moment. Guys, his time is now.
Sure is, D.A. Thank you.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Timberwolves trail by 17. Culver passes to Edwards. Now here's Zeller. Beasley outside. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. And here's Winslow. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Lakers.
And it wasn't just the points. He brought hustle, he brought energy, and he brought it on the glass.
The Grizzlies shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. That's good from Winslow.
I love the energy and effort Winslow brings to the court. If he continues to play hard, I think he'll be around for a long time.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Zhang comes in for Clark. And it's Anderson in for Grayson Allen. Juan Hernan-Gomez, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. D'Angelo Russell comes in for Culver. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Timberwolves trail by 16. Gomez kicks to Russell. Six to shoot. Down low and stolen by Jang. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Winslow finds Jang over Beasley. No good off the front iron.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
A nice shot by Zeller. Zeller's got his second basket of the night.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Here's Jones. And it's Russell with the rebound. Russell's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Gomez passes to Russell. Anderson with the block.
Nice block by Anderson. Can't get too high off the ground, but uses that 7'3" wingspan to full effect.
Misses from short range.
And watching Kyle Anderson, Greg Popovich once stated, he's not what you'd call a typical NBA athlete.
AGA hit the nickname slow-mo because he plays at a deliberate pace. He has tremendous skills, a high basketball IQ. He has improved defensively. He's a jack of all trades.
And here's Jones after D'Angelo Russell hitting the three. Nice D from Russell. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. No good for Beasley. Memphis leading by 11. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Gomez kicks to Beasley. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Beasley's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Winslow the bounce pass. Patterson. They can't stop the run with that one. Timberwolves trail by 9. Here's Gomez. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. That's on Patrick Patterson. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know, but he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players. Brooks checked in for the Grizzlies. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Towns, he's checked in for Tyler Zeller. That one is no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Fast break, Memphis. Jones from outside. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
The Grizzlies have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And he's good on the first of 3. Good on the second free throw.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
And he makes all 3.
After having no trips to the free throw line in the first period, He's being much more aggressive now.
Jones against Russell. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. McDaniels got 6 points.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Anderson outside. Inside, here's Patterson. An easy 2 points on the layup. Patterson's got his 3rd basket of the night.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
Almost halfway through the season, let's check out the standings out west. You look at Minnesota. They're down in 10th place here in the middle part of the season. They'll need to make a move soon. And, of course, there's the Grizzlies, down 5 spots from them.
And I think for Minnesota, they've been strong at times this season, but they still have some holes. I think they're a playoff caliber team. I just don't think they're a championship caliber team.
This has been the thought all along. They have enough to compete night in and night out, but they're not taking 4 out of 7 from a top team in this league. No way.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Saw the talent from day one in Summer League. Anderson's one of those guys who can really get it done in a lot of different areas.
McDaniels passes to Hernan Gomez. And here is McDaniels. Hands it from downtown. McDaniels got a pair of triples in the second now for the Timberwolves.
Gradually starting to put pressure on this defense. That's his 2nd from downtown this quarter. 3 for the game.
Brooks with no one around. Off target with his 3.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
And he gets the bucket. Russell's got 9.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Outside, Jones. The pass to Brooks. Pulls from the top of the key. Good, he hits the jump shot. 9 points in the game so far.
A mismatch nightmare. Brooks can muscle through smaller players, out quick bigger players, and he can shoot it.
Russell kicks to Towns. It's Beasley on the wing. And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
All this means is he has to be careful. Don't want to pick up a cheapie and get sent to the bench with 3 fouls.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Mario Hezonya's checked in for Patterson. And it's Morant in for Jones. Layman, he's checked in for Minnesota. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Jang. Grizzlies on defense. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Clock at 6. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Layman pass to Hernan Gomez. Off target from 3-point range. And the Grizzlies leading by 10. Pass to Hezonja. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And let's check out some of the numbers here on Karl Anthony Towns. Just an incredible month of basketball. He's putting up about 20 points per game, 15 rebounds, and 4 assists. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's versatile. He's prolific. There really isn't much a defense can do once he catches fire. Both sides attacking. That was good defense versus good offense.
The 3 from Morant. Rebound, Minnesota. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And a lot of that was game plan, putting guys in a position to succeed, particularly on the offensive end.
They understood what the defense was trying to take away and game planned a great strategy to take advantage of it.
And it's Beasley finishing it off.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Brooks outside. No good on the triple.
Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack.
And Towns throws it down.
The long arms, the positioning. Towns is excellent at knowing how to gobble up those second chance opportunities.
So timeout call here, the first for Memphis. Grayson Allen's checked in for Memphis. Minnesota also making some changes. Edwards comes in for Hernan Gomez. And Culver's subbed in for Beasley. Minnesota on D. They trail by 6. Here's Azania. And again, Memphis no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Brooks outside. Out to the right wing. Morant right side. Shot clock at 6. And it's Brooks that time on the assist by Morant. Morant's got 6 assists in the game. Culver passes to Towns. Let's go. And the shot is long.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Brooks with the bucket.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Timberwolves trail by 12.
And, of course, Jaren Jackson Sr. played in the NBA for over a decade.
And yes, Jaren Jackson Jr., he talks about watching his dad, learning what it takes to be a professional in this league. That prepared Jackson Jr. to make an impact early on.
Brooks finds Azania. Here's Allen. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Allen's got 7 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
And Towns throws it down.
And look at the explosion from the big fella. Towns' game oozes athleticism.
Here's Allen. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused, and they've executed.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Clark's checked in. And that one falls for Allen. Timberwolves trail by 13. Russell kicks to Towns. On deep. Tips it. It's good on the putback. Layman's got his first bucket of the night.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Towns comes with a double team. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And Minnesota has possession. Minnesota's gotten half their shots from 3-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. And Russell gets it to go.
trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
And here is Allen after D'Angelo Russell hitting the three. Jackson has the open look, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Jackson's got 9. Timberwolves trail by 10. Russell with it. He picked up 30 points in their last win against Phoenix.
And he really controlled the pace of the game by getting to the line. The D could not slow him down, and he took advantage of it.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Towns. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And here's Moran. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. There's the lob to Jackson. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprise, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Now here's Edwards. He's got 5. No good. Shot missing. Nice D from Brooks.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
And here's Culver following John Morant's 3. Edwards against Brooks. Edwards can't hit.
I can see he's pressing a little now, trying desperately to help them shrink this deficit.
And it's Clark slamming it down.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Russell against Allen. Now Russell. Will it go? Oh my goodness, with no time left on the clock.
Without a moment to spare, he guts this one out.
Coaches always talk about closing quarters strong. Can't do it much better than that.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We'll return shortly.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Memphis did not hesitate to set the pace. Their mission to dominate early was accomplished with a spirited 14-4 run to start. Their confidence continued as they ended up leading still by a huge margin at the end of one. Moving on to the second quarter, their lead was challenged, but never seriously, as they took a 12-point edge into the half. What'd you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Grizzlies?
They're in good shape thanks to the work they're doing on the glass. Their effort has been excellent. The numbers are too, and I don't see those numbers dropping. We're going to keep doing the dirty work in the second half.
And Kenny, how about you? What'd you see from the Timberwolves?
Well, the perimeter D is just too loose. I mean, there's no excuse for letting the team rain that many threes on you. And at that high a percentage, guys aren't fighting through screens. They're not staying with their shooters. They're not helping out. Just bad basketball on the defensive end. They've got to tighten it up on a high level in the second half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been a clinic out there with D'Angelo Russell.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, we've got D'Angelo Russell. Also Malik Beasley out there. McDaniels is out there with Towns. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the power forward position.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
For Memphis, they have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
One shot.
Timberwolves trail by 15. Russell feeling it out a bit. He dishes it to Towns. Beasley up top. 6 to shoot. No good from Hernan Gomez.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And this is what you like about Dillon. He can be a role player for you, and you can also lean on him to carry the load.
Jackson against Russell.
Ooh, they've come out ice cold to start this half. 3 misses and as many attempts.
And finished off by Jang.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate. Missed 4 straight shots now. At one point, do you have to call a timeout and regroup?
Morant passes to Jackson. Shoots over McDaniel. They get it again.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Beasley finds Russell. Nice D from Brooks. And the Grizzlies leading by 19 points. Pass to Jackson. Out to Morant. Passes it to Brooks. Here's Jang. And Jang slams it in.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
You know, you look at how they built this lead. It's been through extra possessions.
Shots good by Hernan Gomez.
Always eager to shoot the 3, and on the fast break, he knows it's going to be different.
Brooks outside. Morant with a wide open look. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
You want your bigs playing big. Rips it down in traffic.
A 3 from Morant. That shot, no good. Nice D from Russell. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Russell passes to McDaniels. Russell finds Towns. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 4 assists now tonight.
And few 7-footers in the league have Towns' shooting touch. This is a guy you want to create for time and time again.
Jackson misses.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
And still looking for his first triple of the second half. He had 3 at halftime.
Russell passes to McDaniels. Up again. The rebound by Anderson. Memphis leading by 15. The dish to Morant. Back to Anderson. No one near him. Beasley with the rebound.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And he recovers it.
I don't know how many shots he's missed this quarter, but they're going to have to find offense from someone else.
Count it.
I like this play. Good teamwork. You don't want to force Morant to do everything himself.
Russell against Anderson. Towns for three. Made that one. It's his 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
You know why? Success breeds confidence, and he's certainly been successful from there time and time again.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Patterson, he's checked in for Jackson. Mario Hezonja comes in for Dylan Brooks. And Jones subbed in for John Morant. And then for Minnesota, Edwards comes in for Hernan Gomez. And Culver's subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. Anderson against Beasley. Kicks it to McDaniels. And another three for Minnesota.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
And the Grizzlies leading by 14. The pass to Jang. To the middle. Here's Patterson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Patterson's got 8 points.
Patterson is so active and efficient with his movements inside.
Now here's Beasley. 8 points for him. Edwards. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Here's Anderson, and Anderson slams it in.
On the drive, Anderson won't blow by you, but he'll find a way to get his shot.
Beasley against Anderson. Beasley outside. He kicks it to McDaniels. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Anderson outside. Jones, the pass to Patterson. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from Beasley. To the paint. Here's Edwards. Beasley trying to break free. Edwards can't hit. Memphis leading by 12. Fires the 3. Jones, no luck.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Memphis has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Now here's McDaniels, defended by Anderson. There's the lob to Towns.
And the way Towns makes scoring look effortless, it's what makes him one of the game's best players.
The Grizzlies shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Now a timeout called by Memphis.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
Clark, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Allen comes in for Anderson. Tyler Zeller's checked in for the Timberwolves. Jake Layman comes in for McDaniels. Here's Jones. He's got 6. Jang with a clean look. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jang's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Pass to Edwards. Here's Zeller. And here's Edwards. He's got 8. Goes back up. Rebound by Jang. Jang's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Pass to Jones. Kicks to Allen. From deep three-point range, Minnesota with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Fires from deep. Sinks the triple. Allen's got 13 points.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Allen against Beasley, and it's Hezonja with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Here's Layman. Six in the shot clock. Banked in off the glass. Layman's got his second basket of the night.
His team is down because he's not shooting enough. There's no reason he shouldn't be getting more looks right now.
Passes it to Hezonja. There's the pass to Jang. Offline with his three. Timberwolves trail by 14. Pass to Zeller. He kicks it to Beasley. Over Jones. No good from Beasley. And for Memphis, they're shooting an efficient 53% from the field. Shot from 12. Misses off the left iron.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Here's Jones. Plays it up and banks it in. He's got 8.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Here's Zeller, and the dunk by Zeller.
And just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. And the rejection by Jang. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Jang. Some changes for Memphis. Jackson, he's checked in for Gorgie Dang. Brooks comes in for Hezonja. And it's Morant in for Tyus Jones. And a change for the Timberwolves. Russell's checked in. .116 left here in the third quarter. There's the triple. Good on the three-point shot. Russell's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Minnesota.
Continuing from where he left off. First three-pointer of this half, fourth of the game.
Brooks outside. Over Edwards. Rebound, Minnesota. Zeller's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Using outstanding floor awareness there. Russell's ability to pick apart the defense and find the open man.
Allen dishes to Jackson. Pass to Morant. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Russell against Allen. Outside Russell. Here's Zeller. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. The 3 from Morant. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Layman's got 5 rebounds tonight. Russell with a wide open look. Nailed from three-point land. Russell's got 25 points.
He has really made an impact from the...
Oh, he got it down!
I can't believe it! Wow, what a shot. And listen to this place explode.
And so it's Memphis in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And their three-point shooting has paved the way for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
This is what you need your floor general to do. Take charge, lead by example, unselfish play.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And so Brooks will bring it up for Memphis. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Morant now in at the guard spots. Brandon Clark is out there with Jackson, and it's Brooks in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And the Timberwolves with possession here. Timberwolves trail by 9. To the wing right side. Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
And here's Hernan Gomez outside. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
There's the lob to Jackson. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Russell kicks to Edwards. From deep, an absolute bomb from 3-point range. Edwards got 6 points in the quarter.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
No good that time. The Timberwolves trail. Here's Culver, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Inside to tie it up. Jackson with it. Now here's Morant for 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Morant's got 21.
Had that one in his sights, too. His 5th triple of the game, 2nd this half.
Passes it to Russell. Now here's Zeller. Back to Russell. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. He's got 27.
Never losing focus. Even after contact, Russell sends it home.
Morant looking around. It's Brooks on the wing. No good from outside. Timberwolves trail by 3. Here's Russell with the 3. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. Morant passes to Jackson. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Over in the corner. Ron Gomez trying to break free. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. On up the court. Count it. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
And the Timberwolves call timing. You have to like what you're seeing from John Morant.
Yeah, they're going to have to find a way to run him off his spots out there. He is rolling.
Towns, who's checked in for Minnesota. McDaniels comes in for Culver. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Ryan Saunders' huddle. This game is close, and he told his players, hey, guys, this is when it's fun, right? This is a close game, and this is when you get to show what you're made of. Right here, right now. And we'll see how they respond.
Not just a floor spacer. Dillon will take the mid-range jumper if you give it to him.
The Timberwolves have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Back to Hernangomez to take the lead. They grab their own miss, and the dunk by Towns.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Tremendous composure on display. When they were down big, they did not panic. They just stuck with the game plan.
Shot by McDaniels, no good. And so Allen will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. And that one's good. Morant.
What a night for Ja Morant. Showing off that versatility, and he's relentless at the offensive end.
Russell kicks to Hernangomez. The pass to Russell. Here's the three, and he's good on the three ball. Russell's got the game tied up here for Minnesota.
And until he cools off, I'd keep the ball in his hands.
Morant passes to Brooks. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. 25 points for Brooks.
What we know about Dillon Brooks, he's a gamer. 3 on the other end, right back at you.
Pass to Towns. Hernangomez trying to break free. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And it's Memphis on the break. Allen for 3. Hernangomez grabs the miss. Here's Edwards. And it's off the back rim. No good. And oh, here we go. Brooks got it. The fast break chance. Got a hand on it. And now Minnesota on the fast. Oh, wow!
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Memphis moving it around. Brooks finds Jackson. Jackson is doubled. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And so it's Memphis with it. Clark, the pass to Morant. Just 4 to shoot. Jackson misses.
He's been of no help stretching the floor tonight. Just 1 3 in the first half. Nothing in the second. This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
To take the lead, the shot will not fall. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Over in the corner, Allen. And the rejection by Towns.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor.
Allen kicks to Brooks. And again, Memphis no good. The Timberwolves trail. Hernangomez passes to Russell. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Grizzlies shooting at 50% in a decent groove.
Woo! Love it, love it.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Pass to McDaniels. Towns with it. Over Clark. And it's Towns missing. Clark finds Morant. 2 points. That one goes. Now it's a 5-point Memphis lead.
And I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Morant against Russell. Count that bucket. Russell's got 10 points in the quarter.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
And watching Brandon Clark play, first thing you notice, the young fella plays above the rim.
He's very quick off the floor, GA. Had a max vertical of over 40 inches at the combine. Did you hear me? Over 40 inches. And I think he was the steal of the draft. Fortunately for the Grizzlies, he failed to 21.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Ja Morant.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
Here's Morant. And Anderson has it in the corner. Over Beasley. And again, Memphis no good. Timberwolves trail by 3. Down low, McDaniels. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
And it's tied up with that one. And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Towns with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. And the dunk by Towns.
And how about Towns' activity level there? Sensing an opportunity and going for it on the steal.
Brooks outside. They need this. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Here's Towns. Rebound by Jang. Jang's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Towns against Jang. Towns, the best to beat. And the rejection by Jackson. And that one is good by Beasley.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc. A key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch. Looking to rack up points in chunks.
Passes to Anderson. That one falls.
One thing Anderson does not lack is confidence. Big bucket.
Now Russell. To the right side. Here's McDaniels. No good with the triple.
Aggressive closeout on a great jump shooter. That's how you defend against the 3.
And they double up Jackson. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Minnesota with the ball. Minnesota in the lead. Beasley with a clean look. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Now here's Brooks, guarded closer to the inside. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Great pass by Brooks, showing the leadership here that he showed in college. The kid just makes plays.
Now here's Jang. And they're on the break. Pulls up. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Beasley's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. To the middle, Towns. Count it, good. Towns has got the lead up to 4 now for Minnesota.
And this is why he's a go-to option. Towns enjoys getting the chance to come up big for his team.
Here's Brooks. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Shooting 2.
Good on the first, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And both free throws good for Brooks.
Tight ball game. Who do you want at the charity stripe? This guy.
The Timberwolves shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Here's Russell. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one's on Morant.
And just loving the attack mode here for Russell. Off the drive there, he draws the foul.
It's the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Cool under pressure. Terrific job nailing those 2 free throws there.
And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Latrey buries the long-range jumper. Brooks has got 12 points now in the quarter.
He lives for moments like this because he wants to be the guy to hit the clutch shot.
Russell from long range. Hands the 3.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Timeout called. The Grizzlies. They're behind by 4. 52 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. .52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Brooks misses. And now Minnesota on the fast break. And Russell with the basket on the assist by Beasley. Now it's a 7-point Minnesota lead.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
He hits the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. And so he drops them both. It's a 9-point ball game here.
There's the knockout blow. No chance of getting up off the canvas now.
Brooks, the pass to Morant. And he goes right over to D'Angelo Russell and slams it down.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
And the dunk by Towns.
and it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
Here's Beasley. And so the Timberwolves take the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that'll do it, folks. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.